Hello YouTube and welcome back. In the last episode, we took on Blaine at the Cinnabar Island gym and earned our 7th badge. We also learned that our 8th badge is back in Viridian City, and honestly nothing is stopping us from flying back there and taking on the gym. But there's still an entire route that we have to explore, and I really can finally get this item. So we're going to explore route, what was that, 21? So what is this? Kind of been bothering me. PB up. Cool, that's actually not bad to have. We'll definitely be using all these items once we get to the Pokemon League. Also, Snorlax is gone. We are officially done swapping people out. We are done filling up space. This is our team of 6 that will be with us until the end of the game, which I think that would just make the most sense. This is a pretty balanced team. Gale has her weak points, and I honestly think Gale is probably the weakest. Link, because she's a normal type, like Coco, and so I don't love that, and she's just kind of plateaued. But like I said, I bonded with her. I'm not gonna switch her out now because that feels wrong. So this is the 6 that we're going with, and it's not like Pidgeot is a bad Pokemon, so I don't think it's a bad choice. It's just there could be a better one. But everyone is back, and we're gonna lead with Eevee because Eevee will destroy all these swimmers like she did before. Did he say he went as a triathlon? Or in a triathlon? I'm beat, but I still have the bike race in the marathon. Yeah, he did say that. He's like, dude, shouldn't you get going if you're in a race? I feel like they've done that before, with like them saying they're in the middle of a triathlon, like they're not moving. You will be there forever. Ah, feel the sun and the wind. The ocean breeze is admittedly very nice. Roland. Starmie. Another water psychic type, but will Eevee destroy this one in one shot too? Also, I think I changed my clothes. I don't know if you saw that. I'm back in the swimmer sailor outfit from the SSN. Oh yeah, this is gonna hurt. Oh my god, she survived. Thank you, Eevee. Oh, thank god for the Mega Drain. But yeah, I'm back in the swimmer sailor because I really, honestly, it's one of my favorite outfits in the game. I love the blue and the white just in general, and we're back on the water, so it makes sense to be in this kind of outfit. Kingler, I'll stick with Eevee. We haven't seen Eevee in a while because she didn't get to participate in the last gym, and we had her out for most of the time, so she'll probably do most of this route. And even after that psychic, I think we're back to full health, pretty much. Close enough. I'm liking Mega Drain. Yow, I lost. She can take a hit and keep on kicking. I think it's take a lick and keep on kicking. That's probably what it is. Okay, let's land and fight this swimmer, this sailor. Hey, don't disturb the water. Oh, I just thought of something. So in the old game, there weren't these like plots of land in the water, which make more sense as like, what are they called? What's the word I'm looking for? Sandbars, or little islands, or whatever you want to call them. There were just these random docks in the water, which I always thought was the most bizarre thing. That like it's supposed to be an ocean, and then you're just like, there's a dock in the middle of the water. The water is just very random. Poison jab. So it makes more sense that they're actually like I said, sandbars or little island plots of land that make a lot more naturalistic sense than like just random docks. Yeah, we're level 50, nice. Oh, we will use Gale, actually. I was just mildly insulting her, but I still do like her. She's over-leveled compared to everyone else, but whatever. I don't know what the next gym leader is. Like I said, now that I've officially determined that we're not switching out and this is our team and this is what it's going to be for the rest of the game, we will definitely become over-leveled, and there's just nothing you can do about that at this point. Like I said, I think I've done a pretty good job through most of the game not being too over-leveled. But it is what it is, and I've accepted the fact that, like, this is the power of the EXP share. I remember way back, I remember people still think X and Y is an easier game, and I do admit that I think in general the gym leaders aren't super strong, and the Elite Four is not super strong, because that was also the first, I think that was also the first generation that had the gym leaders, the Elite Four only having 4 Pokemon as compared to 5. No, Unova had that too. I don't know. It's a pretty weak region in general, I agree. But I think what exacerbates it is that was the first generation with the EXP share, and I don't think people understood how broken that was until probably the end, and they're just so over-leveled. So I think that's why another reason why it's considered so easy. Like, it's easy, I agree. It's probably one of the easier games. But I think that's why people have a really strong memory of it being extra easy, because that was the first generation that it was introduced. Also, there was never a Z version that kind of could correct the mistakes and make it harder, so I think that's another reason why, because people only probably played X and Y once or maybe twice, and that's the only memory they have of the game. Which, I feel bad for X and Y, because it's definitely not bad. It's a Pokemon game. I like it. There's definitely things I definitely enjoy about it. But I do think that's one of those games that would have really benefited from like a Z version or an extra version or whatever you want to call it. So I always thought it was a real shame that it never got one. Because Kalos was memorable. The region itself was memorable. I love Mega Evolution. That's what introduced Mega Evolution. So I do think, like I said, there's things that could have been done to improve it, but it just kind of is what it is at this point. Although, really, now that I'm thinking about it, we're almost closing in on a remake of it, because next would be the remake of Black and White, and then X and Y would be next, which would be crazy. The fact that we're getting remakes of Black and White at some point is just so bizarre to me. Like, we'll get them. Even though Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl were what they were, which I don't want to get into that either. Ugh. Pokemon. That's how it needs to be a fan. We're just fighting all these swimmers and sailors, and I was a fisherman. We got a water stone. We're running on a Mega Drain, so let's use Chaplain. I'd like to use Apollo because, per usual, Apollo is our lowest level Pokemon, but this is not the route for Apollo at all. What do we got? The sea cleanses my body and soul. Good for you. Spencer. Swimmer Spencer. How are you guys today? Again. Today is Tuesday the 30th. Is it Tuesday? I think it's, yeah, it's Tuesday. Yesterday was Memorial Day and I actually worked a double. So I'm kind of thrown off. And then still, I'm not working this coming weekend because of an issue. I agreed to work not knowing I had a wedding, so whoops. I had to get that up, but I'm good now. But that doesn't mean I won't be able to record this coming Saturday. So maybe I think I might be off Friday still, and so if I can record Friday, I'll try to get in a few more episodes because I'm still going to be behind. So that's a long-winded way of saying that if next week or the week after doesn't have any uploads, or has fewer uploads than 4, I apologize because that is the reason. Again, improvements to work schedule because I'm off today, and like I said, I think I'm off Friday. I was supposed to be off Friday because I was going to work Saturday, but now I'm working Saturday, so I don't know if my work will be like, well, you should work Friday, but I hope not. I hope since I'm already off, like if they've already planned for me to be off, I can still be off. That's what I want, at least. But that's what's going on with me. But like I said, I apologize if next week doesn't have as many uploads. We're actually, honestly, getting very close to the end of the game. As you might have guessed now that we have our 7th gym badge. I feel like it just kind of goes really quickly towards the end. Like, this is more or less another optional route that we could go. We don't have to be doing this. We could, like I said, we could just go right to Viridian City and take on the gym. But I want to fight all the trainers, and I want to see everything and get every item that I can. So it just makes sense to do this now. Because eventually these swimmers are going to be so underleveled that they're not going to mean anything. Although right now they're underleveled anyway. But actually, now that I'm thinking about them being leveled, they're actually comparatively underleveled because they're actually the same level as the trainers that to the east of Cinnabar that we used to get to Cinnabar. because you don't actually have to go from Fuchsia to Cinnabar. I never did that way as a kid. I always went Pallet Town to Cinnabar, which avoids the Seafoam Islands. So that's how I figured out when I was a kid. I was like, I hate the Seafoam Islands, or I couldn't get through it more likely. So I had to figure out a different way around, and that was my way around. Which, like I said, I pride myself on being able to figure that out as a kid. Being like, okay, this is where I need to get to, but this is like a roadblock essentially, so I want to go around this. So wait a minute, this is Pallet Town. I can go south from Pallet Town. So this is always the route that I used to get to Cinnabar, because I always avoided the Seafoam Islands. I never wanted to figure out my way through it. There are a lot of freaking trainers here. What's wrong with me swimming? I don't know. What is wrong with you swimming? Can you swim? I don't know how else you would get here, Roughneck Martin. Eradicates. Of course, we could be using Apollo on this guy, but... let's use Psychic. Did I use Psychic on the Tentacruel? I know I used Thunderbolt to knock it out, but did I use Psychic at first? I must have, right? No, I don't think I did. I think I used it on the Tentacruel. That was dumb. It was stupid because it used like Bubble Beam or whatever on me instead of an actual Poison type move. Onyx, we'll switch. Cruiser, we haven't seen you yet today. My wonderful Turtle you. I really do like my team. There are some rough patches, definitely, but I really think once everyone evolved, we just kind of took off, and like we haven't really had a problem since. The fact that we've beaten every gym leader with little to no issue since everyone evolved is kind of saying a lot. Like Sabrina, Koga, and Blaine, none of them were, add Erica to the list too, none of them were overly challenging, which is a good thing, because like I said, I don't think I was too over-leveled for them. Okay, now moving on. Wow, there's so many freaking trainers here. You got 2 fishermen, and there's the coach trainer of this route, who we'll face later. You want to know if the fish are biting? Sure. Will you let me know? I wonder if we're going to find the trainer yet here on this route, because I think this is where he was in Kanto. They might have taken him out, because, dear lord, please, I kind of hope they took him out. But I also kind of don't, because it's kind of a running gag, almost a running gag at this point, which Kanto would have started. Thunderbolt. Man, I love Thunderbolt on Chaplin. It's so good. Chaplin just has, like, the best moveset. Like, the fact that Dazzling Gleam is his least used move is just such telling of, like, how good his moveset is. Because, like, Dazzling Gleam is a pretty good move, and Fairy's a pretty good type. But, A, there aren't a lot of dark types and dragons in Kanto that you have to worry about. There are a lot of fighting types, but I have Psychic. But just the other 3 moves, the Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Psychic are just 3 of the best moves in the game, and Chaplin has all 3 of them. It's kind of crazy. And are you it? Are you hooked? I got a big haul. Want to go for it? Oh, is it you? It might be you, a big haul. There he is! You see those 6 Pokeballs? Oh, this guy. The team of 6 Magikarps. It's such a waste of time and energy and everything, because, like, he's gonna have literally 6 Magikarps, that's what they do. But, I don't know, it's one of those things that, like, they do it in just about every game in Generation, so, like, you'd think that I would get tired of it and I'd want it to stop, but at the same time, like, it started in Gen 1, and it's such a simple little thing that's, like, it doesn't hurt to blow through 6 Magikarps. It doesn't take that long. The hardest thing is it's going to blow through all my PP for Thunderbolts. So it's just... oh, I love this guy. I do. It's very silly. And definitely doesn't make any logical sense. But I can't deny that I do like finding this guy. Just for the, hey, it's you again kind of thing. Oh, if someone's going off, sorry. Ugh. Sorry about that. I don't know if you could hear that. I'll look at that later. In between episodes, probably. Another Magikarp. Here we go. We're halfway through. Don't worry. We're getting there. I do wish Magikarps gave you a little more experience. So, like, this wasn't... It was even better. Like, I feel like if they could just give you, like, 200 or so you got a combined total of 1,000. Because how much am I getting? 100 and something? 167, I think I saw? 168. So it's 168 times 6. Oh, I think I can try this math. So 100 times 6 is 600. Oh, I can't do this math. Well... 6 times 6, is that 360? Is that 60 times, is that right? 6, I can't do this math. I don't know, we're getting probably 700, 800, between 700 and 800 experience. But I just think it would be cool if each one was worth 200, so you got 1,000, right? I think that makes sense. We did lose a lot of PP for Thunderbolt, so thankfully I think this is the end of the route. Blow through all those Magikarps. Good job, Wade. Thank you for being you. Hehehe, Magikarps just don't make the grade. No, they don't, and you know they don't. You could have a team of 6 Gyarados, which probably would have all met the same fate against Thunderbolt, but, you know, they would definitely have been better. I think it would be funny if they did that once, a team of 6 Gyarados. They could be, like, underleveled or whatever, but, like, that's the joke. That the team of 6 Magikarps guy became the team of 6 Gyarados guy. I don't know, that'd been funny. Yep, we're gonna go back, because that's the end of the route. And let's go fight the coach trainer. I have no idea what she's going to have. I'm going to hope she doesn't have water types because I'm going to put up Apollo. Because we have to see Apollo today. Hey, you, are you going to Cinnabar Island by any chance? I'm not. I'm bored. If that's okay? So I wonder if they intended you to actually ignore the Seafoam Islands like I used to do. Pam. So she'll probably be underleveled. Machoke. Apollo should be able to... Oh yeah, we got Play Rough. I'm actually gonna remember. I was just gonna use Flamethrower, but nope, we're gonna actually use Play Rough. Play Rough. Oh, I'm surprised I didn't knock it out. We're 4 levels higher, and Play Rough's actually a decent move, so I'm kind of surprised. Flamethrower. Cool. Good job, Apollo. And who's up next? Jinx! I will stick with Apollo, actually. Now we're going to use Play Rough on Jinx. No, we're going to use Flamethrower on Jinx. No way. Flamethrower! I wonder what she's going to give us, now that I think about it. This shouldn't do much. Yeah, Jinx is a special attacker. Body Slam is not going to do much to Apollo. Not that although Arcanine is more bulky than I thought. I definitely did not think he was. That's one of the few things that I learned, that like Arcanine's actually more bulky than I expected. Like, he's not like a wall or anything, but like he can take a few hits. Kangaskhan. We'll switch to Coco just because, just that way everyone got a turn in the sunlight this episode. That's fun. Let's go, Coco. I don't see. I wonder if Coco can learn a fighting type move, like Punchy Punch. Is there a Punchy Punch move Coco can learn? I would kind of like it, or like Kicky Kick, because I don't think Coco's gonna have much. Doesn't really have much of a fist to punch with. We will use Batty Bat, Buzzy Buzz or Batty Bad. We'll use Buzzy Buzz. See how much this does. Buzz. Not much. But thankfully, with Kangaskhan burned, it's really not going to do anything. And you know what? Since I don't think I'm going to knock it out one more turn, let's use Batty Bat and set up a Reflect. So that means its physical attacks do even less. Seriously, Coco can just fight any physical Pokemon, like, and she it's just amazing. She can use the Sizzly Slide to set up a burn, and then Batty Bad to set up the Reflect. Like, she can just take physical hits all day with that strategy. That's ridiculous. I wonder if that would actually work against something in the future. I'll think about it. It'd be kind of ridiculous if that worked, but you're pretty good. I want to give you a little present. Ice Sponge, interesting. I know Cruiser can learn Ice Punch, and probably Chaplin as well, but anyone else who I actually want to teach Ice Punch? Nah, because Cruiser's special attack is better and we have Ice Beam, but it's cool that we have Ice Punch. Makes sense, because we definitely got Fire and Thunder Punch from Coach Trainers. So this little patch of grass is really fun. I remember always kind of liking this little patch of grass. It's not, you can't really catch anything super noteworthy, but I definitely remember always finding a Tangela in this grass. And then, speaking of which, there's Tangela. Actually, you know what? Just for old time's sake, do we have Tangela? Do we have Tangela? No, we don't. Yeah, let's catch Tangela. Like I said, I always remember catching Tangela in this grass. Honestly, when I said that I don't have any memories of Tangela, that was a lie. That's the only memory I have of Tangela, which isn't a lot, but I guess it's something. Really, Tangela? Just let me... Oh my god, I hate you. Just get in the ball, Tangela. Oh my god, why? Why, Tangela? This is why I hate that the game still gives me Pokeballs, because, like, if I can't catch a freaking random, not super rare, not super hard to catch Pokemon like Tangela in Ultra Ball, how would I catch them in Pokeballs? It's just like, oh, whatever. We caught Tangela. Like I said, that's the only memory I have of Tangela, that you can catch it in this specific grass. Its identity is obscured by massive, thick blue vines. The vines are said to never stop growing. Welcome to the box, Tangela. I will never see you again. Tentacruel, leave me alone. Tentacruel, oh my god. Am I gonna be able to do this? Don't attack, don't attack, don't attack, don't attack. Okay, thankfully C-Skim is pretty fast. Okay. We made it back to Pallet Town. Okay. In the next episode, we will head north to Viridian City to take on our 8th gym. See you guys later.